Wait a second, because every time I seem to go live, we are not live. And then I look back on the video and it started like 10 minutes into what I was saying. So we'll give it a second. If you are in the live, do me a favor and smash the like button. It will help me know you're here and also help me to get this video out to more people as we discuss exactly what the title says, that I think Bitcoin is going to come back down. We did just break $60,000 today. We actually reached 60,200, and I do think that we are going to come back down. So we're going to discuss that along with the news that you guys need to know. It's a Sunday night, afternoon or morning for you guys who are watching. Let me know where in the world you're watching this from, and also your price predictions for Bitcoin in the short term, because I'm sure there's a little bit of interesting opinions there. And yes, Ryan Lips, FUD, brilliant, man. You can call anything you like FUD. When people want the market to be bullish and I say, hey, we might have a pullback, it's FUD. When I say that I think the market is going to go up but everyone's bearish, it's called me being delusional and idiot. So yeah, say FUD all you like. But with that said, welcome from Portugal. Nice to see you. I'm not in Portugal, but I see people in Portugal, UK, San Diego. Jonathan Courtney says FUD as well. Norway. Here's a little bit of FUD, guys. We got to accept that information is not always FUD if it's just against what we personally feel. With that said, let's discuss it, because I've marked these little pinny points on the chart so we can go over exactly how I feel. And yes, we've gone over this a number of times on the channel, and you've seen it a number of times out in the cryptocurrency market, the old CME gap, all right? Closes on Friday, opens up again on Monday, and people want to ignore this, but it does seem to play out. You know, I've got these pointed all the way back to June, right? And that's what we're going to discuss quickly now. And then we're going to figure out where we're going to go next. Because you can see, we just came up, we broke 60, but we went straight into our region of what used to be a support, right? But is now a resistance. We got rejected there. Maybe from here, we don't come down to retest our lower region of support down there around 56K, but we actually break through it. That would be lovely. But what has history told us, all right? Bro, wipe your screen. I try, you know. I put it brighter, so, like, I don't know. There's me touching the screen all the time, so sorry, guys. But here, let's go through this, all right? So we have here, Friday, the 9th of August. Boom. Bitcoin's price, 61K. Then we went on to go all the way down to 56K. But before that, right, we first of all went down to 57.6, and then we bounced all the way back up to exactly the close point. A little bit higher on the wick, but exactly the close point. You can see the candle closed right on the Friday close. But let's rewind all the way back to here, Friday the 28th of June. All right, we closed at a price of 60,000, which is essentially where we are right now. So nothing's really changed. But you can see the price went all the way up to 63,800 on Monday over the weekend. 3 green candles, followed by a ton of rect candles, right? Smashing us right back to the close. Then we had another Friday close down here at 56.4. Sideways action. And then what's this? Boom, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Everyone thinks, we're going down further. And then what do? We come up and then we test that on what? Wednesday here. So you can see, again, played out. The gap closed. We have another Friday close here at 57.8. And then the price went all the way up. And everyone's like, yeah, see? Well, the CME gaps don't matter. Who cares? Because we had another Friday and another Friday. But look at this. Then we started to come down. And what happens? Right here, we close the exact CME gap right there. Then we had this Friday here, up, all the way down. Another Friday here, up, all the way down. Every time closing the same gap. So here we have the crash all the way down. So this is the bearish one. This is where people think it's over. But hey, we left an opening CME gap. So everyone's like, nah, we're not going to close that because now we're bearish. Now we're going to 30K. We're at, what, 50K? But now definitely 100%. Everyone's like, yeah, 100% the market's going to 30K. I'm selling everything here. We're capitulating. I've hit my stop losses. I'm absolutely wrecked. I'm liquidated. And we're going way, way further. But what happens just after that? Literally within days, all right? So 1, 2, we got Monday here. Monday goes all the way down. It was actually Sunday night where I was, Monday for you maybe. Depends on where you are. 49K. Then we have, boom, boom, zoom all the way up. This happened in the course of a week. we had a price move from 61K to 49K to come all the way back up and close it exactly there. Look at that. And then we had another Friday close right there. We had the Friday close at 60K. We went down on the weekend. Boom, we came back up, closed the gap, back down. So this puts us where we are now. What price did we close at on Friday? We closed at 58,800. Right now, we have a price of 59,400. We went up. We got rejected at about 60,200. We've been rejected. And now we may open more bullish. We may open on Monday more bearish. But as we can see, at least in the last 2 months, every single gap, when the market closes on Friday, we revisit it at some point. The longest one in the last 2 months was, of course, that bullish one here. This bullish one here. It took, what, 3 weeks for us to close it? But yet we still closed it. So the reason for the title, I think that we will, at some point, revisit 58,800. That's what I think will happen. That's what I think will happen. I think there's a lot of manipulation in this market, and I think the people who ride this manipulation, they are banking on the fact that certain people think it, certain people don't think it. They go against the market. Now, if we look at the market right now, what's everyone doing? All right, let's get our liquidations up, because you know we love to look at this because it's played out perfectly. Our trades have played out perfectly using this. This is our overall look on the market, all right? We think, what's everyone in the market doing? Are they long or are they short? Right now, it's getting close to being a tie. The short liquidations at 6.4 billion. We got the long liquidations at 5.4. We're very even. Let's take a look at the week. On the week, extremely even. And today, what are we? Extremely even. So the market is yet to decide where they think we're going to go. But what do we have? An absolutely obscene amount of liquidations that actually sit here at 70,000. $20 billion, guys. Let me just drop that. $21 billion. Now, does this mean we're going to get $21 billion onto the market? No, because people have stop losses. People close their positions. People move their positions. People add margin into their positions. But it's a good look to see, where's all the money sitting? If we go to as low as 33,000, this is where we have a similar amount of liquidations, but the other way around, right? 19 billion. We'd have to go to a price of $33,000 in order for these sorts of liquidations to happen. So what's more likely to happen? Us go up and trend upwards for a little bit of time, wreck everyone who's short on the market, and then maybe head down or even head higher? Or half the price of Bitcoin very quickly? I think more likely we're going to go up. We have a macroeconomic place in the market right now where everyone is bearish. Everyone thinks that we're going lower. Now, probably you guys don't. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. I would assume the majority of you guys don't, right? You guys are bullish, I assume. Maybe you're bearish and you want to do a short position, which you can do. We've caught a few shorts, but for me, I think when the market is predominantly bearish, I don't really want to be shorting it. When the market is predominantly long, that's a much better opportunity for a short position. You know, when the market is overly euphoric. Let's see what the market is telling us with the greed and fear index. We are in fear. Fear. And yesterday, extreme fear. Now, I do have a little tweet here. There we go. The fear and greed is at the same level as when Bitcoin was below 30,000. Look at this. Look at this. And if we do go to the greed and fear index and we zoom out, talked to you guys about this 100 million times, but this is my favorite thing to look at. Look at where we are. We're in and around this region, extreme fear. We zoom back, look, last time we were here, it was October, September 2022, guys. 22. Imagine. This is all 24. Look at all of this price action, all 24. Can we even get as far back as this on this? Look at this. So here, this is the region. The market, let me turn that crapola off. Right here is where the market was last as scared as it is now. That tells me that we have a little bit of an opportunity here. Could I be completely wrong? Yes, I might be completely wrong. I've got no idea. I'm not your financial advisor. I don't know what's going to happen next. I'm just going with what I've been doing in this market since I lost everything in 2018. 2017 to 2018 was my first bull run in this market. And this channel is simply here, right? It's simply here for me to talk to you guys about my opinion on the market as someone who's been in the market since 2017. That doesn't mean I know what's going to happen. It doesn't mean that I know for sure we're going to go up, we're going to go down. I don't know. What I do is I trade this market in the short term and I invest into the market in the long term, right? I learned from my mistakes in 2017. My mistakes were I thought the market can only go up. So what did I do in 2020, 2021? I took a ton of profits and I moved them into hard assets. This time round, I don't believe that this run is over. Every single time when we have a bull run, we find resistance at the old all-time high. That's what happens every time. So are we just simply finding resistance at the old all-time high, or is it dead? That's my question to you. Now, if you want me to start answering some of your questions in the comment section, let's smash the likes up above 100 likes. We're at 50 right now, and there's 450 of you guys watching. So if you can do me a favor, just smash that like button, and I'll start referring down to the comment section in a second. And we can look at some altcoins that you guys suggest or whatever you like once we get to get past this little thing. So let's get 50 more likes in here if you can do me a favor. That's all I ask in return. Let's talk a little bit more about what is going on in this market. Look at this. We now have Trump and Kamala, I always get in trouble for saying Camilla, at 49.49. So there's a little bit of a stalemate going on right now. Of course, Trump is the one who's bullish for crypto. I also think that Kamala will come out with some good crypto stuff, because that's how you're going to shift the market. That's how you're going to shift the vote, right? And I just think that all of these people are out here to get votes. Like, obviously, I'm not American, and I'm English, but I don't live in England anymore, because I just think it's all kind of nonsense. I think it's all smoke and mirrors. I think these people do things just so they can get votes. And yeah, sure, Trump being bullish on Bitcoin is great, or being bullish on crypto, great. But really, that's not the decentralized vibe that we were going for, was it? So everyone who's counting on Trump being bullish for Bitcoin and crypto, for the ETFs being bullish for crypto and Bitcoin, for MicroStrategy buying, tons of Bitcoin, for, China coming out and allowing mining and probably buying and accumulating, different governments buying, like, this is not really what we want. If we actually zoom out on our emotions, it's not really what we want here, but hey, we make a bit of profit from it. And guys, I be completely honest with you, I am here to make money. Yes, I want to stack Bitcoin. I want to stack as much Bitcoin as possible, but I'm also here to make real money. So if you appreciate that, do smash the like button, because I will tell you when I'm buying. I will tell you when I'm selling. If you want to check this out, you can go and look at the live streams that started, before a month ago. The last live stream I did, I made a video talking about buying Bitcoin at $18,000. I bought it at 15K, I bought it at 20K, I bought it at 30K, I bought it at 40K. I've been dollar cost averaging throughout the year, and I have the receipts on the channel. Again, I'm not telling you that I have a crystal ball. I'm just telling you that I'm here every single damn day researching crypto. So if you want to get your information as quickly as possible, just smash that subscribe button, because I make videos every single day. With that said, look how crazy AI is getting. I don't know if you guys have seen this video. This stuff is absolutely nuts, man. Like, I'm worried about, even making content. Like, soon enough, this is all just going to be AI, right? And is there going to be any need for me? Let me know what you think about that. Absolutely wild, guys. We're almost at 100 likes. Can you do me a favor? Smash the likes over that. And let's go through some more data. So I still have this bull flag, right? A lot of people say this bull flag is invalidated, but I don't really think it is yet. This is the weekly chart. I think that still looks very nice, right? Right now, we're on 2 green weeks since we had a scary boom death candle here from that resistance. So if you're looking for a position, right, ideally, the lower half down here is a better position. Or if you want a short position, up here is a better opportunity, right? Coming up here, waiting for us to hit that resistance. That's a better opportunity for a short, in my opinion. Now, I think I'm bullish. I'm bullish biased. I'm biased on the bullish side. I think that we're going to do very well, but we have to pick our things that we want to invest into and want to trade very, very carefully. So what my biggest positions are, right? Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. Yes, I do have a ton of altcoins, and yes, there will be an opportunity for altcoins again. When we have that opportunity, I will be going out and I'll be finding these opportunities, right? Right now, the best thing to do, in my opinion, stack the things that you believe in, the things that you've already done, like hours and hours and hours and days and weeks of research, all right? Do that, And then also have a little bit of fun money. Have a little bit of fun money going into a meme coin that you like, a narrative play that you like. There's one that I like, right? I've talked about this a number of times on the channel. This is Top G1500. This guy's just walking from England to Romania to see Andrew Tate brothers, right? The Tate brothers. And who knows what will happen, but so far we've done over a 10x. I called it in the Patreon at a 450k market cap. If you want to get my next call or the next time I buy one of these, right? Because again, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm buying them. I put my money where my mouth is. I'm researching the market and I'm doing it. So if you want to come and join the Patreon, the link is down there in the description. But this is an example of taking a little bit of risk. Now, do I put 10% of my net worth into something like this? Absolutely not. I just take a little bit of a risk. If it goes absolutely crazy, I take profits. I take my initial out as quickly as possible because the market is so volatile. We do not know what will happen. So you take our initial out as quickly as possible. As the price goes up, we continue to remove profit off the table. All right, guys? And then let's take a look. We got the Bitcoin dominance chart. We're back in this wedge that has been like basically years, and we are still making moves. Now, on the day, Bitcoin's dominance has come down a bit, but we are pushing upwards. Now, this is not a bad thing for altcoins, all right? Sorry, this is not a bad thing for Bitcoin, but it is bad if you are wanting altcoins. We can see here, Bitcoin season is exactly where we are right now. If you want altcoins to go crazy, we need to get up to an alt season. You can see we had a bit of one here back at the start of this year. What does that coincide with? This, you know, an interesting point where the market retail started searching for crypto again. We saw this peak, and now we're at bear market lows for retail interest in this market. All right, so what does that tell us? That most people who are in this market right now are people who have been here for a while. OGs. Probably most of you started before the $72,000 mark. Maybe some of you were here at the $72,000 mark and you bought Bitcoin, you bought Solana above 200, and now you're feeling like, damn, why did I do that? Well, guys, the only advice I have for you, right, and it's not financial advice, but it's, did you buy things that you actually believed in, or did you buy them because your mate told you, or some random on the internet, or a Twitter post, or whatever, right? If you bought it because you did your research and you actually believe in it, for example, I believe in Bitcoin. I really like Solana. I do believe that Ethereum is unfairly beaten down. So I'll dollar cost average into them when we have these opportunities, because if we get retail come back into this market like crazy, we're going to get all of these things to pump. Everything's going to pump. If retail come in, because they're going to come in and they're going to want to buy. And most likely, guys, this will happen when Bitcoin reaches its old all-time high, which is now 73,000. That's when the internet goes crazy for it. Mainstream media goes crazy for it. Everyone starts searching for it. They start downloading Coinbase, and yeah, things go a little bit nutty. That's our opportunity to start shaving profits. Now, would I buy Bitcoin today and then shave profits if it went up to $10,000? Probably not. But that could be an opportunity for you. If you're short-term trading, for example, that could be a great opportunity. We can see here, the opportunities that we have in this market is absolutely crazy. These are all positions, not these three, I opened them in the last crash, but I think from about here, these are all positions that I opened because the market was unfairly beaten down. That's it. I was like jumping in. I got Solana at 111. And again, guys, I alert these in my Patreon. And if you do want to trade, I use Margex. The link is down there in the description. The reason why I use Margex, you can access it from anywhere in the world. I travel around a lot and I can just access this exchange from anywhere. So feel free to sign up. You get $10,000 deposit bonus up to if you use my link. But of course, do your own research, your own due diligence. It's just something that I use and I'm affiliated with. So feel free to use my link if you do want to support the channel. But guys, there is a lot of opportunity. So Ethereum right now, 2,642. We were at $4,000 just recently. So there could be a massive opportunity for Ethereum to accumulate positions, whether you want to use leverage, whether you just want to use the spot market. Solana, Bitcoin. I got Bitcoin here. Let me get Solana up. We got Solana up 5% today. It's kind of hovering around that 145 mark. We got our big old wedge, and I got a bunch of positions. You can see I got a bunch of positions that I've opened up in this fear and in this second pullback here. So I opened up a position here down there at 111. We took profits all the way up. Then we came down here, and I've taken a bunch more positions here as we move up, and I'll probably close them as we close, or not close them entirely, but I'll take profits, a lot of profits from them as we reach this resistance. Then if we break this resistance and we see something along the lines of this, boom, 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 then here is the opportunity to open more positions. if we get rejected and you're nutcase, a bit like me, you can take some short positions here. It depends on if you want to hedge your bets, right? But those are our opportunities. Now, of course, I also bought Casper. I think I'm quite bullish on Casper up there. It's not that large in my portfolio. I've got nowhere near as much Casper as I have Solana or Ethereum or Bitcoin, but I think that this could be, you know, like the Cardano of this run, especially if they get their KRC20 tokens out and there's like a big meme coin. Imagine we had Brett on Casper, something like that happen, right? That could be absolutely huge. So there's an opportunity there. And yeah, I think that we have so much opportunity in this market. I think that altcoins will probably continue to bleed until we get the search term crypto or the search term Bitcoin. Really, crypto is what I like. This starts to tick upwards. We're just ticking sideways. So this is the FOMO, right? And that's how we get altcoins and an altcoin season. And that's where a lot of the money is made. But this is why I have a predominantly, or about 50% of my portfolio holding in Bitcoin, because I can sustain the pullbacks. Then I trade short term. I use that profits to buy the dip. And it's as simple as that, guys. Buy in extreme fear, take profits when the market is euphoric. It's much easier said than done, and you need to be experienced in the market to be able to do it without really emotion. And guys, don't invest money you cannot afford to lose. Is that the real Jesus in the building? I should get an Osmo Pocket 3 tiny little camera. Is it good? Yeah, I'm just filming on my phone because I've been going live very recently. This is the first time, I think, in the last 2 weeks I've been going live. And yeah, the last time I was live, I was doing lives was down at the bear market, which is perfect timing, but it didn't seem like it. It was very scary at the time. Let me know what you're buying if it is the real you. 630,000. Yeah. If Bitcoin gets to like the gold market cap of gold. All right, I'm gonna start answering questions now. Let's get the likes up to 130. We're at 115. We can smash those likes up. Come on. You should jump on the live one day, man. We can go live together. They got a little cheeky feature. What does that button do? Oh, I'm very new here, but when you set the lives up, you can invite people to join. All right, guys, I'm going to start answering a few questions here. We're at 130 likes. I appreciate it. Bitcoin needs to pass 75K and Ethereum 5K. Yeah, it does. That would be great. Damn, Jared, 5:42 a.m. in New Zealand. Wild. Honestly, I can't even watch. Mate, can you get a camera stand or something? No, sorry, I can't. I'm just going through an earthquake. I could, but then I wouldn't be able to flip around. But that would be probably a good idea. I should probably order one from Amazon. You're probably right. Bernard, hearing about all the accumulated from gov and institutions which was not present before should rise the price a lot more than it did till now. The thing is there's probably, for example, long-term whales that are unloading their bags now that there's so much liquidity, right? Because before, if you think about it, if these guys have 1% of the supply across multiple wallets, they're going to affect the price. But now there's loads of liquidity. And a lot of people get scared about selling, right? There's Mt. Gox selling. There's the German government selling. There's the American government moving and potentially selling. Whatever it is, right? The selling of an asset doesn't take away what's, you know, the primary utility of it. It just means that people are selling it. And that's what happens. And that's why you should take profits when the market is euphoric. And then if the market pulls back, you can reinvest those profits. If the market doesn't pull back, you can decide what you want to do with those profits. Maybe you want to move them into harder assets like property in the real world. But then maybe you don't want to do that because the government has more control over you. You have loads of those different things. Actually, with saying that, there is a guy who I'm sure a lot of you guys recognize, but he just came out with a pretty interesting video going through Bitcoin. It's about 5 minutes. But maybe I won't play it because that'll be a bit boring. Smash the like button if you want me to play this video. If not, I can just keep talking to you directly. Casper is better than Bitcoin, David Kives. I don't really think it's better. It's different. Hello from Lebanon. What is up, my man? Yeah, Marathon Digital Mines Casper, exactly. That's why they had their really big push upwards to like 20 cents or 21 cents. Since then, it's pulled back. But again, guys, I think that this is an opportunity for Casper. Thoughts on the AI niche? I think the AI niche is most likely it's going to explode. It depends on if NVIDIA continues to be wild, right? If NVIDIA continues to go up and then we actually have another altcoin season, I'm sure the AI coins are going to do very well. It's just picking the right ones, guys. We don't know exactly which ones are going to do super well. Let me show you one that I have been accumulating recently. Let me see if I can get it up for you guys. This is a small cap coin. Yep, on Solana, TARS AI. Here we go, $13 million market cap today. Web3 AI powered. And yeah, they got some big things here. AI infrastructure protocol on Solana, backed by Solana. It's backed by Solana, and it's a $13 million market cap. Could this be massive? Maybe. But yeah, you can check it out if you want to. Of course, guys, I am holding these tokens and coins that I talk about. So you gotta do your own due diligence. I am not endorsing you to buy or sell absolutely anything. In fact, don't buy anything. Don't be crazy like me. Don't buy anything. Thoughts on L1s like AVAX? My thoughts are, honestly, they're a dime a dozen. So spreading a little bit of capital around different ones is definitely an opportunity. We saw them go absolutely nuts in the last bull run. So they could go absolutely nuts in this bull run. But it's very hard to tell which one will go crazy. So having them in your portfolio, small amounts, could be good. AVAX, I actually hold a very small amount, but I haven't seen anything major from it. There was the idea about it being like the gaming hub, and it could still be the gaming hub. That's why I have a little bit, but I'm not that exposed to it. Talk about ETH. We already talked about ETH. Just rewind the video back a little bit. Should we buy Sol right now or wait for the dip? Can you tell me whether or not you are investing into Sol, or are you trying to trade Sol? If you're investing into it, like me, I can tell you what I'm doing. DCAing. Today I'm not DCAing because we're right in the middle of our wedge. I was DCAing when we had mass panic in the market. Mass panic in the market sent us to $111 per Solana. I bought right there, right? I bought all the way in this panic. I was buying on the spot market and I was buying on the leverage market. Our leverage trade, where is it? $576, 576% gain already, which is awesome. So if you're investing into Solana, right now is definitely better because we're not at resistance, right? We're not at this resistance line that we found resistance in a lot, apart from this fake out. We're not at there. So it could be a good time to accumulate. It's an okay time to open positions because we did have a pullback to 135. That is where I opened a lot of positions as well. But right now we're finding a little bit of resistance. So if you want to take the risk of getting into a leverage position right now, it could be a good idea, but it's not as good as when we were at the bottom of my wedge that I drew. So go out onto Solana and figure out what TA you like. I like very basic TA. I like support, resistance, liquidity, like liquidity gaps, and just basic stuff like that. I don't think you need to overcomplicate things. And then also combining that with fundamental things that happen in the market. So the big sell-off that we had, when we went down to 111, was there a problem with Solana? Or was it the overall market overreacting? That's why I managed to get that position. We went to the bottom of my wedge. The overall market was overreacting. And I don't think that it had a bad, I don't think Solana had anything wrong with it. So I thought it was a great time to DCA. Guys, there's 400 people watching this live. We only have 143 likes. If you can help me, all I ask is you smash up those likes. I don't know what TrueFi is. Sorry. Mayonnaise. When did you learn how to trade? I started trading in 2017. I would say the easiest way to make money is having a long-term mindset and DCAing into things that are going to last. Bitcoin, Ethereum. It was Cardano. I made a lot of money on Cardano just from simply buying it in the 2018 bear market and then just selling it in the euphoric stage. That's how I made most of my money, but not most of my money, but a lot of money back then. And then now, yeah, man, just long-term investing I think is way better. But if you need cash flow and you know what you're doing and you have money that you can afford to lose, then leverage trading or short-term trading, doesn't even need to be leverage trading. You can short-term trade altcoins on many different exchanges, and it's a great way to make capital while the market is so volatile. Do I like Crow? Yes and no. I like the platform. I don't like the fact that they rolled back. I had a card and you could access all airport lounges forever, and then they rolled that back to only 3. So that was really annoying. So that kind of put a sour taste in my mouth because I locked up a lot of Crow in order to get access to that, and then they just changed it, so that annoyed me. Gala Games, I hold Gala Games. It's just a play on whether or not gaming comes back. If the gaming market comes back, I'm sure Gala Games will do well. Thoughts on BOEM? Listen, it's a meme coin, right? It's a meme coin that has it has a high market cap. It's one of the biggest. My thoughts are you got to just pick a couple of them and then just roll with it, right? So it's number 10 or so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Number 8, $475 million market cap. Obviously, it has potential because people are liking it. It's about half Brett, so it could double just to reach Brett. And of course, they went significantly higher. But guys, in order for meme coins to thrive again, we need retail to come back, because that's when it's the crazy market, right? Then, because this is a payer versus player market, and retail want cheap coins, so they play with the meme coins. Do I like Jasmy and ICP? I hold both of them in my portfolio. I do think Jasmy is going to do well. ICP, I'm a little on the fence. I don't know too much. XRP, we had the Zortexa, we had the good news recently, and now we're back to basically where it happened before. I hold XRP. I continue to hold it. I occasionally dollar cost average into it. And yeah, I just think it's one of those things you just need to accept. Maybe it never does anything, or maybe it goes absolutely parabolic. So a little part of my portfolio, I hold in XRP in case we get that 5-10x, in case we do. And then I will sell it. And I'll probably hold a little bit of it in case the people who think it's going to $10,000 end up being right, because I don't laugh at anyone when they have these crazy things. Like, I don't think it's going to happen, but I'm going to have a little bit of exposure just in case. Crypto research, how much X do I use for leverage? So I have 2 ways to do it. 1, low leverage, higher margin. So if I want a longer term play, I do that. So, you know, you put $100 in, 10x, 20x, whatever you want. And that's a long, sorry. You put, for the longer term, did I say? First of all, there's the low leverage, high margin. So let's say I put $1,000 in and then I do a 3x and I expect to hold it for a long time, right? And I just go with the flow and then I take profit slowly out of that. And then the other side of the coin is high leverage, low margin. So if you want to take a bet on the market, what I do when we have super fear in the market is I try to catch the bottom. And when I'm trying to do that, I normally use much higher leverage with low margin on isolated margin. So on Margex here, you have an option, right? You have isolated and then you have the amount. So, you know, you can use whatever you want here, but let's say you wanted to do a risky bet here at like 25x. You could do that, and then you could simply just put in 100, you could put in 2,500 there, and that's only going to cost you $100, and you get $2,500 worth of Solana. So if you're trying to catch the bottom, and you don't mind risking $100, do it on isolated. And then if you get liquidated, you get liquidated, right? But you know it's small amount of margin. Don't use high leverage, high margin, because most likely you're going to get liquidated when you use high leverage. That's what happens, right? So if you want to take a gamble, I have a couple 100x's open when I'm trying to do a proper gamble and I'm trying to catch it. We can see I have an Ethereum one. I have an Ethereum 100x that I used 9.6 Chainlink to open, right? 100x. $18,000 on Ethereum. Right now it's at $600 profit, 300% move. And Yeah, 9.6 chain link. And that's what's really awesome about Margex as well. I can use some of my altcoins that I have anyway to leverage trade. But again, guys, I leverage trade with money I can afford to lose. When I make profits, what I don't do is I don't increase my margin, right? I think a lot of people, a lot of traders out there, what they do is they get too big for their boots, for lack of a better term, right? So they might start trading with 10 bucks or $100 as their margin. Then they win, you know, they get a really nice return, 200-300%. So then the next trade, they do 200 or 300. That's not what I do. I stay with the same amount. I open the same amount, and I don't get over leveraged, right? Because that's what people do. When they start to win, they start to get more and more risky, more risky, because they think, if I won that 10x trade, but if I had that on 50x or 100x, I would have made so much more money. Yes, you would have, but you increase your risks tenfold of losing the money, right? So we're trying to preserve our capital. That's also why I like to take profits as quickly as possible and then move my stop loss into break even. That way I don't lose money, right? Or I reduce my risk of losing money. Have I heard of Myro? Yes, meme coin. All right, guys. I will stay on the stream a little bit longer and answer some more questions. There's 366 of us. If we can break this above 215 likes in the next 1 minute, I'll stay on. But if not, I've got to jump off. It's getting late on a Sunday, and I'm sure you guys have loads to do, so you don't want me to stay here and bore you. But I will oblige if we can get those likes up. And the reason why I asked for these likes, it might be annoying for you, but the reason why I ask is because these videos are so long. So for the YouTube algorithm, in order for when it goes live on the channel, for it to think that it's worthwhile pushing it out, when there's spikes in likes, it means that people are enjoying the content and that, you know, they like it. So it helps the YouTube algorithm, it helps me out. So that's the only reason why I ask you. I'm sorry if it's a little bit annoying, but Flying Man Dan, what is up? Welcome back. Welcome back. What's my opinion on ADA? Listen, I haven't got an opinion. I don't think they've done very well. I think that, like, how have you had this amount of time and still not given us, like, at least a Solana bait, like, you know, as good as Solana? Like, what is going on? So I don't hold any. I had a lot in the last bull market. I bought a bunch in the bear market. I sold a bunch of it. I invested into a few projects with the cash that I made from Cardano, and those ended up not doing anything. A few dexes and stuff, and I lost my money on that. And guys, it's like, it's inevitable. Like, I do not win all of my trades, but the winners are normally outsized, so they outperform, you know? So when you take these sorts of risks, you know what you're getting into. You can lose money, but hopefully the winners outperform. Guys, we're at 197 likes. Let's push that up while we're here. Do I hold SafeMoon? No, I do not. What was it, 2-3 years, maybe even 4 years ago, I don't know, 3 years ago, we made a lot of videos, but I did tell everyone on the channel. I initially started making videos about it. I think we made the first video second or third day. So we rode that from, like, you know, maybe 1 million. I have no idea what the market cap was, but very low second or third day, all the way up to, you know, billions. And I made multiple videos saying that I was selling it. We sold it. We turned $500 into like over 100K, more than that. And yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy time. But my point of that whole cycle, and the reason I started making YouTube videos was I saw people talking about SafeMoon who hadn't been in the 2017 bull run. And I saw them talking like, hey, basically this goes up forever. Crypto's going to go up forever. And I knew that that wouldn't happen, right? So I came in, I bought a number of different coins. That was the one at the time that went crazy. And I spoke about taking profits. Make sure you guys take profits. And I still am an advocate. I think that crypto is going to change the world. I think that Bitcoin has already changed the world. I think that Solana is going to go on to do massive things. I think Ethereum is going to continue to go on. That doesn't mean we don't take profits, okay? Take profits into the real world. Live a good life, right? I've heard countless stories of people making literally millions in bull markets, but they don't do anything with it. It's never realized. Then they go into a bear market and they lose everything, all right? So don't be that guy. What's my favorite coin? It is Bitcoin. Sorry to be boring, but yes, sorry, I can't pronounce your name, my bad, but I do think Bitcoin will drop again. We have a CME gap. I think it's very likely that we push up above 60K again, but in fact, let me check before I'm talking nonsense, depending on where we are. Yeah, 59.5. The CME gap sits at, I think, 58. So I think we can go down and retest that pretty easily. FireX, Earth 2. Earth 2. I saw that they recently made Essence a altcoin. So I haven't really looked into it a lot. I can check it out, you know, that could be fun. I know probably no one cares apart from you and me, but let me see what's going on with Earth 2. I used to make videos on Earth 2. Earth 2 was like pre-NFTs. Like, so it was like basically NFTs. Like you bought plots of land, but it was before NFTs, so it was like this new wild thing. And let's see if I still remember my login. No, don't remember it. I'll have to check in on that. Maybe it's time to make a video. Let me know if you want me to make another video on that. Ton is good. I like Ton. I don't actually hold it. I feel like kind of I missed the boat a little bit, but I think it could still go massively. But there's a thing, guys, where you just can't have every single project, every single token, every single coin in your portfolio. So you can think that something's really good, but I don't want to spread myself too thin. I want to put a lot of money into the ones that I believe in. So if one of them does, you know, a 5x, that's enough. That can make a lot of money. What are my thoughts on optimism? It's just another layer 2. It's what, like we were talking about earlier, it's just another one of them. So maybe it does really well. I know a lot of people are bullish on optimism. A lot of my people who play with the markets are bullish on optimism, but again, who knows? Do I think Bitcoin will drop to 50K? I think it's possible. Do you use Wix? Is it a good platform for a beginner? I actually do use it. And guys, I actually have something for you. It's in the description. 15% bonus for first time deposit. There's only 1 day left. So this is probably the last time you'll be able to get this. And this is absolutely wild if you think about it. Because if you put 10K on, right, you'll get $1,500 that you can trade with. And that will be free. That will be on top of what you deposit, right? So you can do that. The minimum is 500. And guys, I also have a link in there where you can get a free access to my Discord. So it's totally free. And there is a trader in here and he will provide signals. Someone just asked about Ton. Here's a technical on Ton. There's a trade. And then they provide updates. Look at this, Ton TP1 hit. Update on the trades. So it's really nice. We've got technical, fundamental analysis, a lot of stuff in here for totally free. So if you sign up to the Wix link, and then there's another link there for a form, you just fill that out and put in your UID for Wix, you can get that 15% deposit bonus, plus a totally free group. So yeah, feel free to grab that up. I'm late, are you saying that Bitcoin drops this week? Nate got keys, what is up, my man? I think that it closes the CME gap. It's about 58,000. So if we pump up from here, I think at some point we close that gap. There's been basically proof that every single time, I'm not going to go into it again, you can watch the start of the stream, but all of these times are all Friday closes, and every single time, every time without fail since June, we have closed the CME gap. We have closed where we have went back to where we were closing on the Friday. So I think it's quite likely. Lupin third, main holdings, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP. Personally, I think that is a nice portfolio. I think that's good. I think you got solid players in there. I don't think you have, 100x moves in there, maybe not even 10x moves in there, but you do have some very nice plays that could grow gradually over time. If we go into a bull market, 2, 3, 4x is on the cards for pretty much all of those, in my opinion. So yeah, I think that's a good portfolio. I like to take a little bit more risk. In some of my portfolio, but the majority of my portfolio is Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. Aquib Khan, do I do day trading? I do day trading if there's an opportunity, meaning I'll open the trade, and if we go up or down enough, if we go positive in my trade, I will close it on the same day, but mostly I'm a swing trader and a long-term swing trader. So I invest into things, but I do take profits. Bitcoin, it is an investment, but it is a long-term swing trade as well. All right, guys, with that said, I appreciate every one of you dropping by. If you could, smash the like button. And when this video goes live, if you can leave me a question there that you want me to answer in the next live, I'll be more than happy to. And if you do appreciate the likes, guys, all I need is a little bit of engagement to make sure that I come back again. Else I'll just make normal videos. But if you do enjoy them, I really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.